Welcome back to my pregnancy journey. I am in week 12, which is a very exciting week because I'm ending my first trimester and I'm getting to a point where I can actually share the news with our families, with our friends. As I mentioned, I'm 40 years old, and even when I was 35 with my first kid, I was very cautious about telling people until I got to that second trimester. Obviously, once you hit 35, your risk for miscarriage in the first trimester increases, risk for other things increases as well. But that was my biggest concern with all three of these babies. And so I'm at that point now where I'm excited to be able to finally share the news with my mom, my in-laws, my sister-in-law, my brother and his wife, and my closest friends as well. So baby is about the size of a lime now. So still tiny, but getting there. As far as symptoms, I'm really just kind of at the same point where I still got that gag reflex, which is no joke. One odd thing is that I noticed I love hot showers now, like hot showers. And I didn't used to like really hot showers. Like my husband, he loves it. Kelvin will like bathe or shower in blazing hot water on his back. And I'm like, I don't know how you can stand it. Whereas me, I'm more like a lukewarm, a little bit more warm than cold, but I now am in love with hot showers. So every day I look forward to, it's like I crave hot showers. I look forward to just that feeling, and my showers have become quite long because I just revel in it and it just feels so good all over my body. So that's just one new thing that I've noticed. Another thing is that I'm still craving fruit. I had Kelvin go buy a ton of frozen fruit because fresh fruit doesn't last very long, and especially with me because I like tear it up all day every day. And so I'm about to start making some fruit smoothies at home. There are a few days, this is during COVID, so we're in California, we're still quarantining. I work from home, I do school from home, I'm home all day. And so the rare instances that I get out the house, I go immediately to either Starbucks or Jamba Juice or Robex and get myself some type of fruit smoothie. Love them right now. Another new thing that happened this week was I got my NIPT draw. So last week I told you guys, I showed you guys the box and what the whole kit looks like when they do the blood draw. Mine, in California, they come to your house. And so I actually had it done. I'm glad I showed you guys last week because obviously I don't have the box this week, but I have some pictures and a little bit of video from the blood draw. So as you can see, she took a little bit more blood than I thought she was going to. Not as much as my first trimester draw where they took so much blood that I almost passed out. This was a lot less, but she did fill a couple vials. But it was pretty quick. The girl was really nice. She came to my house. She's a phlebotomist, and she did the draw right in my dining room. She gave me all the information that I needed to, actually, this was different. So with my first two, I also had the blood draw at home, but I gave the kit to the phlebotomist who came to my house from Panorama, from the company that does the lab testing. But this time they actually didn't show up, and so they had to find someone to come instead on that same day. So they got a contract phlebotomist who came, a Black girl who owns her own company, go girl. And that was really cool. But the difference is because she was a contractor and she doesn't actually work for Panorama, she couldn't take my specimen with her. So she brought a FedEx package that I had to actually take in person myself to FedEx, and I had to refrigerate the blood in my own refrigerator. It's my blood. Obviously, I have no problem with that, but it's just a little creepy having a specimen in your fridge. I mean, it's next to your milk and your cheese. Like, why is it in there? And I forgot about it, so it was in there for like 2 days before I actually went to FedEx. But I got the confirmation that they received it a couple days ago, and so it was quickly overnighted. And now they're going to be processing my results, and then my doctor will get my results, and then I will get my results. So looking forward to that. And again, we decided we did not want to know the gender, so we checked that box, and they will not be sharing the gender with my doctor either. Obviously, my doctor can see it. We'll see the gender later on in the pregnancy. She told me I'm stressing her out having to hide it from me. But again, we have months before she'll even get to that point where she'll see genitalia. So not worried about that right now. The next thing I'm going to be doing is scheduling my appointment with my maternal fetal medicine doctor, which I told you guys last week. So that appointment is coming up, not this week, but next week. So I'm looking forward to that. They're going to do another ultrasound. Kelvin can't come because of COVID, which is sad because he made it to every single one of my appointments with both of our first 2 kids. So I am actually kind of bummed about that, but my doctor said that he can FaceTime. So we're going to make sure that we FaceTime him in just so he doesn't miss anything and he still feels a part of it and he's not excluded. One other new odd thing that I noticed was my right eye has started twitching for the last like 3 days, which is very odd. I've never had that before. And it's just like the top lid twitches. It's not even noticeable. Kelvin said he didn't notice it when I tried to show him multiple times over the weekend. But I read online that it is something that's quite common in pregnancy, which is very odd. I never had that with the first 2. It's just an annoyance. It's just a nuisance. It's nothing to be worried about, but it just gets to a point where it's doing it like all day long. It's not doing it right now, surprisingly. But earlier in the day, I definitely felt it. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know if that's due to lack of like energy or sleep or whatever. I get good sleep. Calvin lets me get good sleep. So I get at least 8 hours a night. And today I took a nap on my lunch break. So I get plenty of sleep. I worked out today, so I don't think it's, lack of exercise. So I don't know. I see it's one of those pregnancy related things, and I'm going to ask my OB about it the next time that I see her. Speaking of which, my appointment with her is also in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be back to back with my OB and then my maternal fetal medicine doctor. So that'll be exciting to have 2 ultrasounds and to have a nice comprehensive update about what's going on in me belly. Speaking of me belly, I don't have one yet, but I will show you guys what I do have, and that's boobies. They are there. No belly yet, but the girls are here. And once we do start to get closer to showing, I'll be able to show some belly pictures so you guys can actually see what the growth is starting to look like. But yeah, the girls are here to party. Thankfully, I haven't been like gaining weight, just in that area for now. So we'll see how things go throughout the rest of the pregnancy now that I'm moving into my 2nd trimester soon. I also wanted to share that I obey my doctor, my OB. So these are the prenatal pills that I take. They're gummies. They're yummy. I take 1 a day. And remember, I told you guys I got my results back from my 1st trimester test and my vitamin D was low. So my OB sent me a email, told me to pick up some over-the-counter vitamin D. So I just got Nature Made vitamin D. It has 1,000 IUs. So combining that with the IUs that come in here, I'll get close to 2,000 international units a day. So I am being a good patient, obeying my doctor and making sure I'm getting enough vitamin D. So that's it for this week. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you back next week with updates from both of my OB appointments. And I should have my results from my NIPT tests by then as well. So I'll be able to share any results that I have then. So I look forward to seeing you guys then.